Hello guys and welcome back. So let's talk about how we can make the AI forget about us. Okay. So here when we run it, we have this stimuli. Okay. If you drag this out and break it, you can see it's a big structure. Okay. And inside of it, we do have a really good boolean called successfully sensed. That's the information about are we just see this actor or we just lose sight of this actor. Right, so this is going to be the boolean we need to use to determine do we update the actor to be the Blackboard key or do we set it to nothing because we have forgetted the player, right? So I'm going to say here I'm going to tell the Blackboard when the let's do a boolean here, hit holding down B and click. I do a branch and I'm going to use that as the branch. So if successfully sensed, that's what we do here, right? Let me actually just break that so I can decouple those two nodes. So if we successfully sense the player, then we set up the player as the Blackboard focus actor key, right? But if not, I'm going to say U will be nothing, so no. Okay, so there's nothing, so none. If we don't specify anything here, it's going to set it to nothing. Okay, right, let's compile and save. Meanwhile, we can also say let's make this guy run slower, so we can go grab this guy's character movement and let's change that max walk speed to be 300, so it's like half of our speed. Okay, let's save this. Alright, now let's take a look at the behavior trait. Double click to open it and let's put it to the side. Now I want you to focus on this area here underneath the Blackboard. You can see there's one key here, right? Go ahead and play. You can see now that focus actor is none, right? It's nothing written after the focus actor, it's none, right? So the enemy don't know anything about the focus actor. It doesn't know where to go. Okay. Let's also turn on the debugging so we can see everything. Now when I run into that area, you can see the focus actor becomes player character. Okay, now let me try to run away. You can see it becomes none again. Oh, the enemy is still gonna move towards us. That's because the move to still knows what that is, because the move to is running at like a logic to actually say specify that actor already. So even this one is none, it's still gonna know where to move because this move to knows where to move. Okay, alright, that's actually a good time for me to show you another thing we can do with the behavior trait, which is those conditionals called Blackboard decorator. So let me right click here and say add a decorator and let's say Blackboard. Okay, and then I'm going to check this one, select this Blackboard decorator, and then let me make it bigger here. Okay, so I'm going to say let's move to, right, if the Blackboard still knows the focus actor. Now if the Blackboard doesn't know what the focus actor is anymore, when that focus actor is now cancel this move to, and that's what this Blackboard can do. Okay, so what you want to say is the key carry is going to be is set and the Blackboard key is focus actor. Okay, so basically this Blackboard will constantly asking is the focus actor is set. Okay, so it's going to constantly asking it. Now it's going to give you a boolean result, right? If the focus actor is set, it's going to be true, right? If the focus actor is null, right, it's going to be false. Okay, so when it is true, it's going to run this. When it is false, it's not going to run this. Okay, so we can actually see that in action. All right, so let's move it here to the side. Go ahead and play. You can see there is like a red bar here, right? That red bar means the condition is false. Move to will never be run. Okay, let's repossess our character, and if I run into the area, you can see it becomes not null anymore, and then Blackboard allows the execution, right? So that is what Blackboard can do. But still, when we try to run away, you can see the move to will still move towards us. The enemy will still move towards us. Why? Because the Blackboard say, okay, it becomes true, go along, right? But it never say, okay, it's false now, don't do anything, cancel this. It never says to cancel, because here underneath the flow control, you never specify when the result changes to do anything. So when the result changes, right, when this condition changes from true to false or false to true, whatever it is, it's not going to do anything, because when the result change, right, when the boolean is different, it's just going to say nothing happens. But you can do this observer aborts. What it does is basically saying that, okay, if this changes, let's cancel us. So let's do abort self. Okay, so what this will do is, when this evaluates, right, and when the result changes from true to false or false to true, it will always abort whatever is this condition is on, this Blackboard decorator is on. So now if I go ahead and play, you can see the enemy sees us, he will run towards us. Let me get away and see he never sees us again. And you can see he will just stand there and don't know what to do anymore. Okay, now we just jump in again. You can see he sees us again, right? And he will keep running towards us. And when I run away, right, he doesn't see us anymore, right? That's when he will stop, and he sees us again, and he will keep, pursuing. So that's going to be how you can tell the Blackboard Black behavior tree to do something based on a condition. So again, this Blackboard base condition has dual functionality. One is as a gate, right, to either let the execution go or not based on the condition you set up here. It also can cancel or not cancel, or cancel even lower priority, or both, the execution if the result has changed. Okay, so it does two things. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for this video, and let's move on to the next video and say, how about when the AI loses sight of us? Let's make the AI move to the last seen position of the player, right? And then maybe look around, and then if he never sells us again, then he will not do anything. Okay, that would be more interesting. Okay, so let's do that in the next video.